Welcome to Easy 3 Sport Production. I'm your host Suttles, and today we'll be reviewing the game between the New York Football Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. Let's get it. Wow. Just wow. Mind-blowing. This is exactly why we play the game. This is exactly why the game is not played on a piece of paper. This is why they get out there on that field and they play 60 minutes. For this game right here is the reason why. Because no one gave us a chance. Nobody gave the New York Giants a chance to beat the Seattle Seahawks. But what happened? We went in there, we punched them in the mouth for 60 minutes, and we won the game. 17-12. We punched them in the mouth, like Joe Judge said, for 60 minutes and won the damn game. This team is to be reckoned. This team is going to be a problem. Point blank, period. That is what's going to happen once we get into the playoffs. Because there is no other team in the NFC East that is playing as good as us. When I said that we have the best coach, people laughed at me. We have the best coach. We have the best overall team in the division. We are winning this division hands down, and we are going to be a problem in the playoffs. 17-12. Let me put this into perspective for the people that really don't understand. Russell Wilson came into the game with 30 touchdowns. He was only behind Aaron Rodgers. DK Metcalf came into the game as the leading receiver in the league with over 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns. Overall, that Seattle Seahawks defense was number 3, averaging close to 30 points per game. That is what they came into, and they only scored 12 points. Let that sink in. They only scored 12 points. We just beat the 3rd ranked offense with an MVP candidate and arguably the best wide receiver in the league, and we held them to 12 points and we beat them with a backup quarterback. Our defense is elite. We have been teetering on top 10 statistics all season, but a lot of people were saying we don't see that our defense is top 10. Yesterday they played top 5. That was a top 5 defense out there playing the Seahawks. The Giants defense ended up with 5 sacks, 2 turnovers, 1 fumble, 1 interception. It was a perfect game plan from Patrick Graham. He is a defensive mastermind. I see why Judge wanted him on his staff so badly. He had Russ very confused on all the coverages that he was doing. He had him confused. Russell Wilson, this is a guy who's going to most likely be the MVP. Let Russ cook. That was the whole theme. He wasn't cooking yesterday. We shut the kitchen down. Now I got to give a shout out to 2 defensive players. Leonard Williams. When he first came, everybody didn't understand the trade. They didn't understand what Dave Gettleman was doing. And we was like, we just wasted our picks. We just gave the Jets our picks for no reason. And this year, he is proven to be a monster. He is great in the run. He is good with the pass rushing. He came into the game leading the team with 6 sacks. He leaves out that game with 8.5 sacks. He had 2.5 of our 5 sacks all to himself. He was a monster yesterday. And the second one is James Bradberry. He has solidified himself as arguably the best corner in football right now. Put some respect on James Bradberry's name. He's playing at an all-pro level. Put some respect on that man's name. Now, DK Metcalf had 5 receptions for 80 yards, but he was targeted 10 times. He just held arguably the best wide receiver in the game to only 80 yards and 5 receptions. And let's not forget, Bradberry actually dropped the interception. He had Metcalf, he contained him the way that we needed him to be contained. And let's not also forget the amazing play. Even though we didn't get the ball back, they threw a screen to Tyler Lockett. James Bradberry jumped over the block and punched the ball out, forced a fumble. Now the Seahawks got it back, but that's what he's been doing all season. He's just been a ball hawk. He isn't playing on an all-pro level, and we need to put some respect on James Bradberry's name. Start to mention him when we talking about the best corners in the game. Now, overall, this defense, the 2 turnovers was amazing, but let's be frank, we could have had 5. We could have had 5. James Bradberry punched out a fumble, forced a fumble, and we didn't get it back. James Bradberry also dropped the pick, the same as Julian Love, to actually end the game. So we could have walked out of there with 5 sacks and 5 turnovers. This defense is elite, man. Like, point blank period, man. This defense is just elite. Patrick Graham is a great defensive coordinator, and he schemed up some good stuff. But I really want to see, the national media today, because I really want to see what they're going to say about the Giants, because a lot of people were saying, oh, you didn't beat anybody on this 3-game winning streak. Oh, you beat the Eagles. We haven't beaten the Eagles in 4 years. So, yes, that's a good win. Oh, you beat the Redskins. Oh, excuse me. You beat Washington. Oh, you mean the #1 passing defense and the #5 in sacks? That defense that's continuously looking good? That's who we beat, and you're not giving us any credit for that? Okay. You beat the Bengals without Joe Burrow. Yeah, we did. So what? They were on the schedule. We beat them. But now what are they going to say? Because Russell Wilson was playing. DK Metcalf was playing. And they actually threw up a statistic of when Chris Carson is playing and when Chris Carson isn't playing. And they were calling Carson the sous chef to Russell Wilson being the chef, because he plays so much better with him on the field. He was on the field too, and we beat him 17-12. That offense only mustered up 10 points because our special teams actually gave up 2 points. That was an elite defensive performance. Offensively, Colt McCoy didn't do too much. He didn't do too little. He did just what he needed to do. I didn't believe that Colt will be able to make the important plays down the stretch for us to edge out the win. But he made 1 or 2 good throws to get the first down, and that's what he did. But we also have to give out shout outs to Wayne Gallman. Wayne Gallman has stepped up in a big way without us having Saquon. He had 135 yards yesterday. Wayne Gallman, the Wayne train is in full effect. This offense is based on ground and pound, and this defense is going to punch you in the mouth. And I love every minute of it. This is old school Giants football of how we're winning these games. Simple as that. Alfred Morris came in there and he caught a touchdown and ran for a touchdown. Everybody played their part. Everybody played on their A game, which I said that we needed to win this game, and that's how we come out. We come out with the dub on a 4-game winning streak. Oh, it feels so good. It just feels good, because now I really want to see what they're going to say. Now, I know a lot of people, the naysayers, the haters, they're always going to have something to say. But this was a legit win against a legit playoff contender who we may end up seeing in the playoffs in New York. Oh, man. Oh, man. This Giants team. We have an elite coaching staff. We have an elite defense. And we just got to ride this out. Oh, man. I love it. I love every minute of it, because the score was very weird. At halftime, the score was 5-0 Seahawks. And we came out. We scored 2 touchdowns. We was holding them off. We was playing great defense. Score ended up being 17-12. It's not too much more to say. Giants 4-game win streak. We beat a legit contender. What the haters gotta say now? And that has been a Subtles review from Easy 3 Sport Production. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comment section. Until next time, I'm out.